Welcome back to Factory Sealed. It is December 29th, 2016. My name's Eric Peterson. Joining me today, Miss Jess Clarkson.
Hello.
I keep screwing that up. It's Jess something.
Just something.
Have you officially reverted?
Not on everything.
Okay, so technically I'm still right.
Yeah, do you know how much it cost to get a 10-year passport that lasted me 2 years before I got divorced? Yeah, good timing.
$280?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not much.
Ugh.
Mr. Tom Reagan.
Hey friends, how are you?
I'm good.
Good man.
Good.
How are you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm pretty spiffing to be honest.
Oh, good.
Just ready for the new year.
Yeah, I mean, 2016 is almost to an end. I kind of wish Dan could have joined us today, though.
Yeah, where the hell
too.
is he?
Yeah, where the fuck is he?
Ah, it's Freddie Pickering.
Oh, my God.
Don't you
we had
know
a
who
guest
I am?
I'm sorry, your name confused me. I didn't see that it was Dan Curtis. I saw that it was Sucksars.
That's me. Always sucking that sauce.
I'd like to know what a SARS is.
It sounds like a Geordie name for sauce.
Or a scone.
Can I have chips and sauce, please? Would you like tomato sauce or brown sauce?
Like our sauce.
I can have some barbecue sauce, please.
Maybe that can be the special sauce at Bert and Edna's Gosh Darn Cheeseburger Company.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
You can't take that
You
back
want-
once you've said it.
You want sauce with that?
SARS.
You want some sauce with that?
Would you like some sauce with your gosh darn cheeseburger, sonny?
It's our special sauce.
Rustle up some sauce for these good people. I'll see what I can do.
Just give me a bowl of sauce and put a couple French fries in it. And a spoon.
And a spork.
What's this sauce made out of? Sir, that is pure liquefied pig fat.
Oh yeah.
How the hell is everybody?
Yeah, good. Christmas is done.
Oh, thank God.
I'm so tired.
It was stressful. I did all the cooking.
Oh dear.
Did you wear your apron?
Yeah, no apron, but just a lot of trays and pots and pans and
No apron, no clothes,
Grind.
just a smooth area.
just a smooth area.
Not gonna have to worry about them grease splatters.
Exactly.
It's a more streamlined approach to cooking.
Well, yeah.
Less wind resistance and drag as you move about your 3-foot kitchen.
Have you been to my kitchen?
You sent us a picture.
Yes, didn't you see him in there last night just jacking it?
I guess you're right, though. We could have... It would be easier to cook in there if we moved the washing machine.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get that laundry bin out of there.
I mean, yeah, you should probably put the washing machine on the roof like they do in America.
No, you should probably get another room.
Oh, the other room.
Eric, you don't understand how London works.
Everything's really expensive.
Another room means basically you have to sell your body. Tom, get down to the docks.
Get down by the River Thames.
Show a bit of that smooth area. You're going to bring in a real weird clientele.
I got me a niche smooth area.
I've cornered the market on smooth surfaces. And to front your smooth area prostitution ring, you could have a countertop business.
I like where this is going already.
I like it.
We're branching up.
Tom's smooth areas.
Cooking areas.
We got smooth areas, smooth tops, smooth drawers, smooth cupboards, smooth doors. That's the slogan.
That almost sounded like a rap there.
It was supposed to be. So
I feel like you could make that a little bit better if you.
That would be our first
music
official
to
track in
it.
2017. Tommy and the Retro Boys coming out.
Now you just need a commercial to go with it that has excessive hip gyration and really aggressive pans in and out of crotch areas.
Wagwan, my brethren, you seen Tom Smooth areas.
Exactly.
Oh.
I have not, but I hear it's quite flat.
Smooth
I feel like
tops.
you could do some like suggestive behind the counter action.
Well, yeah. You got counters, smooth tops, smooth drawers, smooth cupboards, smooth doors.
I just think it'll be different shots of Tom stroking surfaces and really creepily smiling at the camera.
And just going, smooth.
They're with these testimonials. They're the gosh darn smoothest, Brett and Edna.
It's the
All
gosh,
the Burton
the
gosh darn
darn
cheeseburgers
smooth area.
smooth
company.
areas as countertops throughout the kitchen. We slide our meat along
This is
it
the
real.
smoothest area I've ever seen.
We prepare our burgers on Tom Smooth areas.
Our meat slides real good across it.
Oh God.
Once again, how did we get here?
Oh, good.
Tom. Blame Tom.
It's all my fault.
I always do.
Did everybody have a lovely Christmas?
It was super.
Season's greetings.
Everybody in my house was sick.
I
Oh,
was
no.
sick. My sister was sick.
Oh, yeah. Both the kids were sick. Christy was sick. My mom was sick. We ended up not going to Tucson to visit my grandparents and just hung out at home. It was surprisingly relaxing.
Well, yeah, if you don't have to move, it is pretty relaxing.
Dinner.
I can't recall the last time I've actually had Christmas at home.
Oh, do you always travel
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah. Always.
back to the homeland?
Not always, but we're typically down in Tucson. And then before we moved down here, we had so many places to visit that just being at home for Christmas for me is a foreign concept.
Wow. I think next year we're going to spend Christmas in another country.
Just
Oh.
over here. Come to
Yeah.
America.
Yes, America for Christmas. That would be cool.
It doesn't snow here on Christmas.
Yeah, don't. It's snow. Christmas without snow is so weird.
We could decorate a cactus. We could have the festive Roadrunner.
Oh no. I hated it when I was
We
in
could
Florida
go make
for
sand
Christmas.
angels and rock angels.
God, that's...
Yeah, because like every
That is
Christmas
appealing.
episode you see is all snowy. Like, what do you guys do? Just
I go
throw-
outside in my shorts and
around?
t-shirt and not freeze to death. That's what I do.
Does it always snow in Canada around Christmas?
Not always. Sometimes it's a green Christmas and it's so depressing.
But it's still cold as balls.
Yeah, like we've had white Christmases for the last couple Christmases.
Tom, would you like to know what the temperature was here on Christmas?
I would like to guess.
Okay. Would you like to guess in Fahrenheit or Celsius?
I'll go with your Fahrenheit.
Superior
Yeah.
temperature measuring system.
I'm gonna guess that it was around 85.
Ooh, too high. It's right around 70 to 75.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which, Dan, for you, simpleton, was about 20 C.
Hey, fuck off.
It was like warm here.
To be fair, here it was 12.5 C on Christmas Day.
Goodness.
No.
It was
Unprecedented for the Northeast.
It was pretty similar here. I think it was about 15. So,
we were like at 2.
but it was nice. There was like a nice big blue sky and like crisp leaves. It was perfect for a little walk out in the urban landscape.
You guys get like leaves still in wintertime?
Well, sometimes they cut. Who are those? What are they, bands or something?
What?
Good one, Tom. I like that.
sounded like they were bands on tour. Yeah, they come round sometimes. No.
But like your leaves all don't fall by the fall?
Yeah,
You know
most
where the
of them.
leaves don't fall during the fall?
That's just so weird though.
Arizona.
You mean autumn, right?
Yeah, but then do they like could you have a leaf that's on a tree that's been alive since like 2002?
Jess, you're really overthinking this leaf thing.
And
know.
I haven't really stood by a tree and observed it for a lengthy period of time, Jess, so I couldn't tell you.
We aren't dendrochronologists here.
Oh,
Or
fancy.
dendrophiliacs?
I've been waiting since college to break that word out in conversation.
What about
Check another one off on the bucket list.
tree huggers?
Hugor. Tree stabbers.
Tree stabbers.
Well, that's what you do. You stab the tree and get a little plug
Corner.
out, and you count the rings.
I
Dendrochronology, dating trees with rings.
guess.
That makes it sound like you're going to marry a tree.
Dendrophiliac makes you sound like you're gonna marry a tree.
Ooh.
Is that when you bum trees?
Yeah.
couldn't-
Roger them.
I couldn't
Excellent.
branch out from humans to trees.
Hey, it's
I
almost
see what you
2017. Damn near anything was possible in 2016. So who knows what's going to be possible in
Just
2017?
want to get to the root of the problem.
Oh dear.
God damn it! Oh, it's too much. Can't deal.
It is too much.
He's a funny guy.
That's just.
I think for the first time in a long time, I got 0 video games for Christmas.
I got one.
So,
I didn't get any.
I got 5.
Wow. 5100.
Who's the adult of the group?
I
got
don't
a
care.
1.
I got 5 games. So fuck off.
Yeah, but one of which you've already put 100+ hours into.
What you talking about?
Is that Skyrim?
Skyrim. That might have been the least good choice. I was going to say dumbest, but I restrained myself.
I quite fancy playing it again in shiny HD. So
I hope
But it's-
whoever got it for you is not listening to Eric slam their present.
they're not.
Dan
don't
asked
worry.
for it.
I
Because
did.
you and I talked
bought
about
it.
this, Dan. We talked about this at length.
Yeah, but there will be a lull at some point next year where there's nothing to play, and then I will play
But it's
Skyrim.
broken.
I bought new Skyrim again.
Is it broken?
Oh, yeah.
It was broken last time it was out.
And they managed to make it worse.
I haven't heard anything about being broken. Where have you got this from?
The internet.
Oh, well, it must be true.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Some
This-
website called
this was you writing
Skyrim is
words.
broken.
Oh,
.edu.
all that fake news.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's truthful if it's .edu.
Duh.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
.gov.
Ooh.
Yeah.
.org.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
haven't actually played on any of my new games yet.
I got Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Nice.
It's still sealed. I've not had a go yet.
Oh, you should let it sit for like 8 or 9 more years.
Please don't.
Yes. And I also
Please don't.
I bought Doom for £12
Wow.
on Amazon.
Why?
Well,
I hear it's great.
yeah, apparently
Really?
it's awesome.
It's really good. I tried the demo. It is
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
It's been so highly rated this year that I thought, well, I should probably get it for 12 nicker.
I would
I
just be
thought about
afraid that
getting it
was-
at full price.
Yeah. What's your beef with it, Jess?
That I'm afraid it'll ruin it for me.
Ruin what?
Doom in general.
But it's
You're
not
just
the
a
same
massive
game.
Doom fan?
Yeah, obviously.
Doom
Did you
purist?
not listen to our show that we played Doom? God.
That was one that Kevin was on. I didn't know you were there.
Did you finish
Eat a
it?
dick.
Jess, you'll like this though. I've also bought Overwatch.
Yes!
And the last Guardian as well.
Oh, nice.
So I have 7 new games to get through, and I still haven't finished Final Fantasy 15.
Last Guardian's like 20 quid over here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got it.
Oh, fair enough. And
I'll wait until that one is free on PSN.
I got Infinite Warfare for 20 quid as well.
Ooh.
I thought, why not?
I'm not getting that this year.
Why not? We all like a bit of COD every now and again.
I played it too much last year.
Nah, no such thing.
I really did. Too much.
No, fair enough.
I picked up a bunch of games on PlayStation Network for the holiday sale. A bunch of indie stuff. That's all I bought.
Oh, like Inside?
Oh, dude, I started playing Inside last night. That game is the titties.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things.
It is
always
so
It's
good.
always going to be by the guys who did Limbo. I mean...
Oh, yeah. It's surprisingly better.
Nice.
I had actually tried a bit of The Last Guardian, and that's really good.
Aren't the controls a bit janky, I've heard?
Not really. It's just, I think it's meant to be like that, but the way...
Apparently
It's a PS2 game that they've released on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
it doesn't,
apparently,
it doesn't seem like it. I don't know why people are saying that.
Someone said that triangle was jump.
It is.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Good
Dan,
lord.
or, Tom, when
But
we
you
play
aren't-
Ico
You
in a
aren't
couple
jumping
weeks...
much. You use kind of... Trico is mainly the thing you use. And that thing is animated incredibly. It's such a believable creature.
Tom, when we play Ico in a couple weeks, you'll understand the frustrations.
Oh, is that what we're playing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
you got to be fisting me.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Jess need to fill in your schedule for 2017.
Yeah.
It's not 2017 yet.
Yes,
Well,
Jess,
we
but
have
I
to-
am warning you in advance because you never do anything.
Actually, Shadow of Colossus was a great game, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, but we already did a comprehensive show on that.
Yeah, I had that and Eric made me change it. So
Fair enough.
Had we just breezed over it, I'd be game for it, but we did a pretty deep dive on it.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really like it.
yeah, it's a good game.
Ico, not so much.
I've never played Ico, so
I just remember you had to hold hands with someone.
The whole game.
Yeah.
The whole game is holding this girl's hand and preventing her from falling into imaginary pits.
Good lord.
excellent.
The whole game.
I may change that choice.
No, I think it's important that we play it. It's already on the list. It's locked and loaded. It's ready to go.
How are you guys
In that
playing it?
case.
Yes,
Probably
you can take your Overwatch and shove it so far up whatever hole you decide is the most fitting.
I'm funny.
So I think we should get to the reason we're here this week. We don't have a game of the week to play. Instead, since this is going to be our last show of the year, we are going to talk about our top 10 games we played this year. Not just games that we played on the show, but we, as living, breathing, game-playing people, played all year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like last year, it's a mix of retro and new as well.
Yes.
So not just games that came out this year.
Hopefully some of the games we played on the show made the list.
I don't know, man. We played some shite this year.
We did play a whole lot of shit.
Not as bad as when we had the random game generator going on. But
Ugh, Barbie Superstar.
Speak for yourself.
That was
I have-
so much fun for the show, though. You have to admit that, like, was a fun episode.
It was okay.
I think we should bring it back every so often.
The random game.
Yeah.
I agree.
Speak for yourself. I have Driver on my list.
Driver, number 1. Number 2, Driver. Number 3, Driver 3. Number 4, Driver.
We're starting from 10 and going down.
No, we're starting at 1
Then there's
then
no
going
suspense.
to 1.
Oh
We're
my
just
God.
doing number 1. It's going to be
Okay.
another 6 minutes of show, and that's it. So here's how this is going to work. We have all generated a list of 10 games. Last year, it was kind of a mess because we didn't cap it at 10. And then I forgot that we played a game the year prior, so then I had a number 6 missing and shuffled everything around. This time we put a modicum amount of effort into it.
It's true. We didn't get a text from you saying, "Oh shit, I haven't done anything for the show," and it starts in 3 minutes.
I didn't say that. I just said I was having trouble organizing my list. I have everything done. I just wasn't sure where things and stuff were going to go.
Well, now is the time to decide.
Yay!
I'm just going to wing it.
Just wing it.
I ain't got shit. I think I'm going to go with Night Trap.
Night Trap.
And then Wipeout 64.
Shut
and
up!
Then,
it's such a good game.
And then Demon's Crest.
Oh, that
and then
fucking
Driver.
game.
And then Sonic CD.
Did we do Sonic CD?
I did.
And then
Rocket
Indigo
Knight,
Prophecy.
Rocket Knight Adventures.
Yeah.
Hey,
Super
that is
Star
a good
Wars.
game.
And then Fear Effect 2 because I had crotch hugging robots. That's my number 1 game.
Wow, we did a lot
Good
of
man.
practice,
You
yeah.
know, on the count of 3.
I imagine
We're
none of
done.
the games I picked. None of the games I picked are in anybody's top 10, I reckon.
Probably not. So let's start this off. Number 10. Who wants to share their number 10 first?
I think Dan should share it.
I reckon mine is going to be similar to Jess's, higher though.
Ugh.
It's Overwatch.
Ugh.
I reckon that's probably
mine's
Jess's
higher
number
on my
1.
list.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. If 2 people have the same game on a list, we're not going to talk about it until we get to the highest point on the list, and then we'll discuss from there. That way, Jess doesn't have to ruin it's number 1, even though we already know it is.
No, it's not.
It totally is.
My whole list is Overwatch. Get over it.
Shut up.
Shut
Number
up.
10, I put the lovely and charming Popolo Croix. Even though we started it in 2015, we actually didn't finish it until this year. So therefore, it qualifies.
No, that doesn't count, I'm afraid.
We're just making up the rules as we go. So I'm going to put an amendment on this one. We're going to put it to a vote. All it needs is 1 vote to pass. Aye.
Aye.
Oh,
No.
shit. We got 2, so it gets a double amendment, meaning fuck you, Dan.
It's the 14th Amendment.
Yeah. Well, it'd actually be like the 32nd. But
We
we
all
have a
voted with our
subclause in here
guns
that
in our
everybody gets free guns.
Free gun.
Shoot once for yes, twice for no.
Oh, God. Could you imagine?
Wait, I gotta do it again. Too much gunfire.
I couldn't count the individual back.
Can we get the roof down again? Because I don't want raining wood coming down here.
Everybody's just deaf. I can't hear shit anyway.
Put the AR-15 down. Pistols only.
Guys, make sure you put it on single fire, not rapid auto fire, and make sure you only have the half a banana clip instead of the full wraparound 360 banana clip with 1,000 rounds. We only got 3 things to vote on today, so you're really only going to need a maximum of 6 bullets.
Don't tell me what to do with my bullets, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm American.
Only
Can
the
we, not
founding
can we not
fathers.
upgrade and just shoot rocket launchers into the sky?
I mean, we could.
Only the
I
founding
have to watch
fathers.
out for them coming back down, but you know.
So, Popolo Croix. Tom, is that on your list anywhere?
It's not. Because I had it on my list last year.
So did I.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
So did
son.
I. That's how much I like this game.
That
It
might
made my
change
list.
my vote then. I don't know if you can do 2
Shit.
back to back.
The amendment's already passed. The single shots have it.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, Popular Quarry was the only RPG I finished this year. Actually.
No, I finished more RPGs this year. But we
Yeah.
finished this in April. Still a fantastic portable RPG. One that if you have a PSP or access to a PSP, you have to play it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Was
Quite a good game.
we probably racked up at least 6 hours of worth of show on it.
Oh, minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Going through it with a fine-tooth comb.
A wonderful, whimsical tale.
And you get to meet Gammy Gammy Devil.
Yeah, one of the greatest characters.
Yeah. So that's my number 10. Tom, what is yours?
My number 10 is a game called Home on the PS Vita, and I think it's on the PS4 as well.
Home or Gone Home?
It's just called Home.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a Vita at the end of this year's summer, and it was kind of advertised as a unique horror adventure. So I thought I'd give it a go, and it's very simple in its presentation, but it's quite powerful if you play it in a dark room with headphones. It's only a 2-hour experience, and though it isn't mind-blowing, it kind of taught me that you didn't always need fancy mechanics and visuals to tell like an interesting and tension-building story. So it kind of had me gripped until the end, and I reached out to the developer at the end when I finished it, and he gave me some like really valuable advice on game development, because it was very simple but very very doable, and I just felt like his work should feature in my list, because he was a Canadian.
You put a lot of thought into your number 10.
Yeah. Ben
is-
yeah.
As you say, it's Ben Rivers, right?
That's right, yeah.
Is this the one where you just kind of explore your house? You wake up in your bedroom and...
Yeah, and it's just like what happened, and you're missing all of your stuff, and you're just collecting, and he's kind of retelling the story as he gains his memory back, and you're just kind of wandering left and right through the game, and the scene is lit up just by your flashlight, and it's kind of that.
I think I played a little bit of this.
Sort of nice pixel
I
art.
want to buy it.
Yeah, I got it for £1.50, and
It's $2.99 on Steam.
yeah, it's definitely.
What's the sequel that he made? Well, not sequel, but he made another game.
Yeah, he made Alone with You on the Vita and
Yes.
PS4 as well, which I played over the summer, and I enjoyed that too, but I thought I'd put Home because that was the first one I played.
Alone with You was great.
Yeah.
That one where you're the guy and running through the abandoned space stations.
Correct.
Yeah, that one's really neat. Very cool art style. Looks like it's all
Yeah.
watercolors.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
he is Toronto.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Toronto.
really nice
I know
dude.
that, man.
He wrote me this huge email of like appreciating that I played his game and giving me some advice on how best to start with game development. So that was really nice of him. So yeah, that's my number 10.
Factory sealed the game coming 2017.
There's 0 point, no story, but it's a ton of fun.
That sounds about right.
1 minute you'll be buffing Tom Smooth area, the next you'll be making gosh darn cheeseburgers.
Ooh, yeah.
In the end, you're gonna die of a vague plague.
Just after the desert
Can't
punting
give away
race.
the ending yet.
There's a game
Well,
there.
we gave away the ending of the 7th movie of Caramel Cran and Jock Buns.
True.
Jess, what's your number 10?
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Ugh.
Oh.
Okay.
It's random, I know, but
People play
I
that?
played it like I think I started playing it in like the middle of the summer when I was really fucking angry at Andrew and hated. Well, I don't know if I've gotten over that hated feeling, but I was just really angry and had a lot of anger and resentment. I was like, I don't know what to do. Do you know what? I'm just going to make a fucking Sith character and kill everything. And I did. And it was glorious. Like, it was the best therapy ever. And I killed a lot of things. And I used my anger and hate. And it was good. Good times. So.
For any future suitors of Jess, do not piss her off.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
She will fucking cut you.
It's gone full dark.
So is this is this an MMO, a Star Wars MMO?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it had great voice acting, some decent story, but the game itself was just kind of blah.
They have been trying to bring it back. Like, there is a new update that has a pretty intense looking storyline, but
And they don't need to do that. They need to make Knights of the Old Republic 3 already.
They do, I agree.
Yeah.
Scrap the MMO, KOTOR
Yeah.
3.
Why has that not been made yet?
I don't know.
Apparently, a ton of people on the Old Republic gathered around to honor Carrie Fisher. They just came.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just around.
Can't believe her mother died the day after as
I
well.
know. I can't.
Oh, she actually died?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's crazy, eh? 2016.
Mad.
It's so. I bawled my eyes out. I could not deal with it.
About 2 days before that, George Michael died as well.
You know, a lot of people say that there's been a ton of celebrity deaths this year, but there hasn't been any more than there normally is. We just have more visibility to it.
We all got binoculars.
But Carrie Fisher.
Some of us got telescopes, and some of us got microscopes. We're able to get the full gamut of celebrity deaths.
Do you think she was supposed to be in the next Star Wars as well?
She is. She is. Apparently, she filmed all of her scenes for the next movie.
Oh, right. That's good.
Oh, that's
Episode
going to make watching it so sad.
Yes. Episode 8, she's filmed all the scenes, but they probably have to rejig the storyline now.
On to number 9. Who would like to go first this time? I guarantee mine's not on anybody else's list.
Dan Curtis, you're up, boy.
Okay. Mine is Salt and Sanctuary.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Shit.
This one really flew under the radar. But
I think you owe me a thanks for it.
yeah, shut up. Thank you, Eric. This is an Eric suggestion. He loves it. He loves it when I do these. And Salt and Sanctuary is basically Dark Souls, but 2D.
God, is it hard.
It is rock hard.
Nice.
But if you stick with it, it's got a lot to it. And even though Dark Souls 3 came out this year, I actually enjoyed Salt and Sanctuary more.
This is a Metroidvania Dark Souls game.
Yes.
That's so cool looking.
It is incredibly hard. Awesome atmosphere. Really cool boss designs.
Yes. It's got really...
Shit, I forgot about that.
It's got
It is
really
coming.
nice visual style to it as well.
It's coming to Vita in a couple of months, apparently.
You have to get it.
I will.
Tom, you
I hope they
really,
make
you
it
really do
cross-buy.
have to get it. It is very good.
Yeah.
It's massive as well. It took me ages to finish it. So,
I would
the
like
last boss, I just wanted to throw my controller across the room so many times.
I think I only made it about halfway through.
I know.
It came out early in the year, so it was kind of a good tide me over to Dark Souls.
Yeah. I actually finished it before Dark Souls came out, but yeah, like I say, looking back, I actually enjoyed this more than Dark Souls.
Good choice.
My number 9, Final Fantasy Explorers on the 3DS.
Oh.
Oh.
And I have no idea why this is on my list because I hate games like this.
Well, I remember you chuntering on about this one.
Yeah, it's essentially Monster Hunter
Ugh.
Final Fantasy.
Oh.
It's
hate
kind of like
Monster
how
Hunter.
World of Final Fantasy is Pokemon. This is Monster Hunter set in the Final Fantasy universe. And I was hopelessly addicted to this for over a month, right after I had my surgery.
You kept telling me to constantly buy it.
Oh, yeah. I remember you chatting about it all the time, trying so hard to get us to play this game.
Well, the multiplayer aspect to it was so good. I had 2 other buddies that were playing this,
Yeah.
and every night we would just get together. And this is the only 3DS game I've really ever played online. And we'd go on hunts together and share secrets about how we upgraded this class and got that spell, and
Nice.
just a really neat game.
Nice.
If you like Monster Hunter and you like Final Fantasy, you'd like Final Fantasy Explorers.
I don't like Monster Hunter.
Then you would probably not like this game. But I didn't like Monster Hunter either, and I loved this game.
I got Monster Hunter on the Wii or Wii U, and it was rubbish.
Yeah, I tried to get... I had Monster Hunter 3 on the 3DS and didn't like it.
I just couldn't understand what to do.
Gosh.
The same shit over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah. Repeat.
Yeah. Tom, what's your number 9?
I went with GTA Vice City.
Ooh,
Oh.
good choice. Does anybody else have that on their list?
No, it was on the short list.
Yeah, I mean, we played it for this show, and it was one of those few games that even after we finished recording the episode, I just kept playing it and playing it. Kind of all just came flooding back to me with the radio stations and the soundtrack, the sleazy Malibu club, and the kind of overly glamorized rise of Tommy Vercetti, and
I really wish my game save wouldn't have corrupted.
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just such a cool game, and I just kept playing it. I just remembered it was my favorite GTA, and I remembered all the reasons for it, and just carried on going. So
Life After Dark, rated R for retard.
It is good because
there, Danny. I didn't know it was hockey season.
I think Grand Theft Auto 3 ushered in the era of the open world sandbox game. It definitely had its shortcomings. And then Vice City really cemented a lot of those elements. But then San Andreas took it a little too far. There was almost too much to do, and it kind of took a silly turn.
for me, that's where I stand with those three games as well.
I love San Andreas.
San Andreas is great. It was just a little left of goofy.
Yeah.
Straying into Saints Row territory.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A little bit, yeah.
So, yeah.
Jess, what's your number 9?
She hasn't got one. She only played one game this year.
Yeah. I have Vermintide.
Say that again?
Vermintide. It's a Warhammer game that I've been playing a lot of lately.
I bought a Warhammer game on PC and played exactly 25, 30 minutes of it. The Warhammer, Total War Warhammer.
Oh.
Talk about confusing as shit. But what is vermin? Like in
Vermintide.
rats?
Yeah, apparently it's like the end of the world apocalyptic situation. And so there's this plague of plague
Crag's
of rat-like folk who are, it's called Skaven, and you just go around and you kill Skaven. Just kill
Is this
rats.
a first person like Skyrim type fighting game?
Yeah, it's like you're on a team of 4 and you pick your character. I think there's 6 characters you can pick, and then you just go around as your little squad.
This actually
And
looks pretty neat.
it's fun. I like it. I've been playing it with some friends, so that's always kind of fun.
Nice. That looks
I'll have
good.
to give it a look.
Yeah, give it a look. It's on the Humble Bumble, the subscription box.
The
for
Humble
January.
Bumble.
Not the
The Humble Bundle Humble Bundle
The Humble
subscription
Bumble.
box. Blah 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 blah. That one.
Thank you.
Got it.
Number 8, Dan, what's yours?
Landstalker.
Has anyone else got Landstalker?
No, that was on my short list.
No.
Nobody?
Nah.
You bastards. I had to put this on because I saw it through to the end. And
I'm proud of you for that. I hit that brick wall and went, no thanks.
yeah, I know the last level in particular was a very, very difficult slog because it was so
Well, I'm
hard.
glad you liked this as much as you did, because I think this year we need to do a true Alundra episode, and Landstalker is the precursor to Alundra.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
Alundra is top-down Zelda on the PlayStation.
Yeah. I think with Landstalker, the thing about it was the control scheme was a pain in the ass. But I have such fond memories of doing that video with you guys. And the whole scene with the ballet school where it was really a brothel. And
And how suddenly a door could become one of the most pivotal enemies in a game.
yeah. And then just Eric is saying that Nigel looks like he's got toothpicks for ears. It's just the fact that the main character was just called Nigel. It's just friggin' ridiculous.
There's a lot of stupid stuff about that game.
I mean, it's not a bad game though. If you can get past the dodgy controls, it's pretty fun.
Well, you got to give them credit for what they were trying to go for there. They were creating an isometric 3D game on a 2D console.
Yeah.
And they did a decent job at it.
Much like Super Mario RPG.
Oh, yeah.
I think RPG did it much better, though. They didn't rely very heavily on those blind
Oh yeah, the
angled
platforming
jumps.
sections. Oh god, I forgot about those. I have to take it off now.
Save states are a must for that game.
Yep.
Absolutely. My number 8, I don't think it'll be on anybody else's list, but it's a lovely summer game called My Summer Car. Let me tell you what.
I forgot about this.
If being an auto mechanic consisted of drinking beer, eating sausages, and pissing all over the car, I think a lot more kids would grow up to be auto mechanics.
Oh,
The game is-
funny.
The game is absolutely brilliant, while being unbelievably difficult at the same time.
It looks
We did
mad.
have a lot of fun with that one.
Oh, yeah. I probably plugged 15 hours into this game and actually started to figure out how to build the car. There's way more depth to it than you and I even uncovered. Because what you and I did, Dan, was just wait till we saw the red or the green check mark and then dropped it in. You have to actually find screws and then the right size socket or bolts and then the right size socket to go over that bolt. And there's like 15 different sockets. So every time you find a bolt to screw something on, you have to cycle through all your tools to find the right size bolt.
See, I feel like those, like, I don't want to do that. I have to do that in real life. I
Yeah,
don't
but
fucking
where it
find
comes,
my
what
fucking socket
makes it
set.
so much fun, Jess, is that while you're building your shit pile of a jalopy, you have to manage your bladder, your bodily odor, your hunger, your thirst, and you have a finite amount of supplies. And when you run out of beer and sausage and bags of chips, you have to get into a car and risk permanent death driving 25 minutes to town in a car you can barely control.
It's real life.
I know.
That happens to me all the time.
So after I made a bunch of progress putting parts of my car together, I ran out of sausage and had just enough beer to drink while I drove to the store. I crashed and died, and it erased my game save. And I loved it. It was
Tragic.
so much fun.
I just remember doing that video with you, and then we were trying to put the stereo unit in, and it somehow broke the windshield.
And the car tipped over sideways, and I got trapped in it.
Yes, we're trying to pick the
my
car
God.
up with the tractor, with the forklifts, and it just flipped it over. Trying to direct it into the garage, and it just wouldn't work.
It's such a fun game for $15. It was above my impulse purchase range, but the concept was just stupid enough that I had to get it.
It was very fun.
And it made for some great content on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Thomas, what's your number 8?
I went with Hotline Miami
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Oh.
because I'm late to the party with it, but I played it for the first time on the Vita, and the soundtrack on that game is just incredible. I just loved the soundtrack. I even listen to it at work when I'm just doing regular office stuff.
Awesome.
A
I
game,
do remember it being hyper violent.
It's very violent. It reminds me of the movie Drive. It's like a lot of 80s references and visuals, that kind of neon style. It's a bit like Vice City in that way. But yeah, I think it's a special title because it's impossibly difficult all the time. Like I died hundreds and hundreds of times.
Oh yeah.
But like, there's always, you figure out this new way to this new strategy to clear a floor, because the enemy AI shifts between different enemies, and so like it's not as predictable as other sort of top-down shooters, and you got these kind of little cutscenes as well that bridge everything together. It's very dark and gritty, but it's the music that really makes it, and yeah, I just loved it. Hotline Miami. I thought it was a great.
Played the second one as well.
I've played it. I've only finished about half of it, but that's also rock solid.
How long is it?
The original?
Yeah,
it's about like 12 stages.
You can blitz through it if you know what you're doing, but with the fact that you can die from one hit,
Yeah,
you have to meticulously plan where you go on every floor. And then, of course, there's the high scores and the appeal of getting combos, because you can string together ridiculous combos where you just bash everybody's head in one spell swoop. It's really good.
It is a cool game, and yeah, you can start the game with these different masks that give you special abilities. Like if you open the door and hit them with the door, instead of them being knocked out, they'll die with a certain mask, or maybe you'll get more ammo, or you're allowed to get hit once before you die if you get shot the second time. And so there's like these tiny little advantages you can have, but ultimately you're really on par with everybody else, and that's what makes it so interesting, because it's not like you can absorb damage. You really have to plan every corner of the room. So,
good choice, Tom.
Thanks, dude. So,
Jess, what's your number 8?
Terraria.
The kind of Minecraft style game, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this was like a late add to the list. I only started playing it like 3 days ago, but I think I played like 18 hours of it.
Goodness.
Yeah. Boyfriend, not boyfriend, boyfriend bought it for me, and we've been playing it together. I should probably upgrade, whatever.
Upgrade your boyfriend?
No, upgrade his name to not being boyfriend, not boyfriend, boyfriend. But
the boyfriend, not boyfriend.
He's been having an extended sleepover here, and
he moved in?
He's had an extended sleepover here.
Does he keep underwear there?
Well, he wears underwear here.
Well, does he keep underwear there?
What else is he going to do with it? Throw it out? No.
That's what Eric does. It smells so bad at the end of that month that he just has to.
Yeah. I just buy it one pair a month.
So anyway, we've been like
Darling, take this to the nuclear reactor for disposal.
Obliterate this.
Yeah.
Is that on PC, Jess?
It's on everything.
Yeah, I have it on Steam.
Oh,
and it's on Vita.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, I have heard of this.
I think it was a PS Plus game, because I've got it somewhere.
Yeah, it was.
Interesting. I'll have to check that
It's
out.
fun. It's a lot of fun. But there's like you can summon bosses and stuff like that, which is really cool. And each level has each world you create has this like big bad that kind of spreads like a plague.
Plague.
And you can build stuff. You can just kind of focus on building stuff if you want, but we've been focusing more on killing the bad guys, so it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like a good date night game.
It is. It is a lot of fun.
Sounds like the kind of thing a boyfriend and girlfriend would do together.
Ooh, possibly a husband and wife?
Oh, no. Marriage is for suckers.
Nah.
Sucker!
Suckers. Dan, what's your number 7?
Did you do your number 8?
Yeah, mine was My Summer Car.
All right, yeah. My number 7 is Banjo-Kazooie.
Ooh. Also on my short list.
I think mine are all just on everybody's short list.
Yeah, because they all suck.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love Banjo-Kazooie.
It is good. It was very good. I don't think I've played through the entire game until this episode.
Yeah, I've played through Banjo-Tooie a lot, but I've never played all through Banjo-Kazooie. And I still really liked it.
You do have to look at it with a bit of a forgiving viewpoint, because the overworld hub is a bit tedious.
Yeah, that bit was, but overall, I enjoyed it a lot. One of the better games we played this year, I thought.
I probably should have put that on my list.
I just love that I didn't know at least that Banjo Tooie was called Tooie because it was
yes,
number
of course.
It's the best sequel name ever.
I didn't know that either.
I'm glad you admit that with me.
There was meant
I
to
was
be
a bit
another
of a
sequel
moron.
called Banjo 3 as well, of course.
Yeah, that's
No, they
not as
don't.
fun.
But Nuts and Bolts came out instead, and that was shit.
Well, that was the game that we had Jack Grant on too, so that was a great
It
episode.
was.
My number 7, Ocarina of Time.
Really?
Yes.
That's further down on my list.
You mean
Okay.
up?
Further up on my list.
All right, we can't
Oh,
talk
we won't
about
talk
it yet.
about it then. Okay, then we'll wait. Thomas, what's your number 7?
It is Broforce.
Oh God! How did I forget Broforce?
I just think the founding fathers would be so proud of this here Broforce.
Oh no! How did I forget Broforce?
Just liberating the rest of the world with the bros. Mr. Andabro, Rambro.
Yamas,
Yes.
might I call to your attention that came out in 2015? We played it last year.
It did, but it was never a game of the year for me last year, but it's definitely in for this year.
Got it. You're right, because I did that with Popolo Croix, so you're right. I have to rescind my challenge.
I played a lot. I played a decent amount of it this year with Kat, and she's.
Did you beat it?
I got pretty far, but then I just must have just played something else and not come back to it.
It gets really hard.
It does.
I
But
didn't. I just found the weird glitch on it at the start of every stage where it would lock up, and then I just
Yeah.
don't
For 1
play it
second.
anymore.
Yeah. I don't know if they ever fixed that as well, which is kind of irritating.
I thought it added hilarity to it because Tom and I would play together and then move, and it would freeze as a missile is coming in.
Yeah.
I loved it. This game is just the epitome of multiplayer stupidity.
Totally. And
Instead of working together, we actively tried to kill each other.
it's total chaos. You can barely see what's going on, but it's so much fun. And even right the way to the end of the stage when you have to jump onto the ladder of a chopper as everything below you explodes, including anybody who was on your team that didn't make it to the ladder.
It's America, the video game.
It really is America the video game, and it's just real tongue-in-cheek humor, and it's just laughing at itself. It's great. It's good fun with people.
You can't actually start playing until you salute and sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, you got the chrome bald eagle flexing its muscles with the American flag in the background. It's great.
Broforce.
I had to put Broforce in my list, yeah.
Yeah. Tom, bro. Good choice. Jess, you're number 7.
Grim Fandango.
Oh, I had it on my list, but took it off.
No one else had it? I'm shocked.
Really, no.
Oh.
I really enjoyed it, but I had other games I enjoyed more.
I enjoyed
just-
the storyline, but from a gameplay perspective,
Yeah,
no.
I know we talked about that last week, but I just really like the aesthetic of it, the story of it. Like, it was just a very refreshingly designed game.
I think it's one I could see myself playing again.
Yeah.
Manny Calavera was quite the character.
Oh, Manny.
and, I'm just torn between the two elements of it. Storyline, characters, and stuff, great, but I couldn't play it again.
Well, you got to remember it was originally a PC game.
I know, but I'll just watch you play it.
And
No.
I think too, it's just like a very different spin on the whole death type of thing. Like, it really took it and made it fun and exciting and a really engaging world is what I enjoyed about it. But yeah, that was that.
Yeah,
Nice.
good.
Good
Dia
choice.
de los Muertos.
And it, like, yeah, anything like death-esque related, I'm all about that life. So
Jess went super
Goth
emo this
Jessica.
year.
yeah,
Goth-
that's true.
gothic.
Actually,
Number 6, Daniel, take us away.
Uncharted 4.
A Thief's End.
Years.
Ooh.
Oh,
else
Donut
got it?
Drake.
No.
You wanna know something?
No.
I didn't put it on my list this year.
Mm.
Really?
I had it in my list and then I took it out.
I loved it. It was great, but for me, it was not as memorable as the first three.
I loved this one. I thought it was the best of them all.
It was
Really?
great.
The other three I went through and played again immediately after I was done. This
Yeah.
one I didn't.
See, I played,
for that reason,
played the HD collection just before this came out,
Yeah, me too.
and I like this one a lot better. I mean, they evolved the climbing mechanics, it was more natural, and I just remember being consistently blown away by the things that achieved with this game. And some of the environments were just mind-blowing. I was like, this is just incredible. I can't even imagine what it's like on PS4 Pro.
Oh, true. I loved the second one a lot.
Second one's the best.
It's incredible. But
It's got Chloe in it.
But Uncharted 4 is getting DLC with Chloe in it.
I like that it's standalone DLC as well, that you can
I'll
just
buy it.
buy it without having
Is
to.
it just her
It's just,
backside?
yeah, it's just 4 hours of her backside.
I'd pay any amount of money. Oh man! Look at that thing jiggle. Isn't that what I named my Mass Effect 2 character?
Yes.
Chloe's ass shepherd?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I really liked Chloe.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. You know, I probably should have put that on my list. We played so many games this year, it's hard to choose.
Choose.
It's very difficult. It's a tough year.
My number 6 was Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, that's on my
Original
list.
or PS4?
That's on my list.
PS4 / the original. And I have a reason for why. But is this higher on anybody's list?
It is. It's higher on my list.
Then we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Tom, what's your 6?
I went with Demon Souls because
Yes! Yes!
apart from a bit of blood.
Oh God, I can't contain myself.
Yeah, apart from like a little bit of Bloodborne in 2015, I hadn't really given the Souls games a fair shake, and then obviously Eric strongly recommended Demon Souls.
Just a little.
When I checked my saves the other day just to see how I was doing on it, I have put in over 30 hours, and I totally understand the appeal because in the early stages the game just totally kicked my ass constantly, but then once I had the timing and I started to treat the game with the respect it needed, I was really hooked on it. And I'm actually only about halfway through the game. I've not finished it, but it has to be in my list because I'm really sold on it, and I would quite like to get involved in the Dark Souls series at some point too, but I certainly want to finish this one. So
See, it's the only Souls game I've never finished, and I meant to go back earlier this year and finish it, but for some reason my copy will not work on my PS3.
oh,
It was free on PS Plus for a while, so you can just download it.
I didn't get it when it was free on PS Plus.
damn. 'Cause
I'll still maintain that this is the best Souls game. Every other Souls game after this, even though it's not Demon Souls 2, 3, 4, and so on, they drew direct inspiration from Demon Souls, and I think Demon Souls did everything the best.
It's rock hard.
Oh, it's great though.
But it's fair.
Yeah, it is fair. So that the world might be mended.
I love the Black Maiden.
That's the
The characters are awesome. The entire atmosphere is haunting. The way that you have to navigate through the 5 different levels, bouncing back and forth between them based on how you've progressed in other worlds. Mm-hmm. It's got the Blind King, which I thought was really cool. Where Tom, have you made it to that one yet? Where he's this large king in this really narrow corridor that he can't see you, but he hears you.
Wow, no.
So the easiest way to beat him is you take your boots off and he can't hear you.
That's genius. The furthest I've got is the kind of fire dragon. I know that's pretty vague, but it's
The Dragon God?
you're kind of like running between these pillars, and you have to really.
Oh yeah,
I've been up to that
you're
bit.
still really early in the game. You're not even halfway.
Oh,
That's the first of 5 gods.
maybe I am there. Oh, I don't know. It's a big game, right?
I like the fight
It's
with
very
the one of the first boss fights on that one was the Tower Knight, where
Oh,
you
that's
have
a great.
where you have all the archers around the side, and you have to kind of go around and kill
Yeah.
all them, and then you have to knock them over and hit them in the head and stuff.
At the time that game came out, walking into that Tower Knight battle was just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one
And then you
against
look at that and
a
go,
really
I don't know how I'm going to beat him.
yeah. There's another one against a really big fat creature in a like shaft where you drop down and you have to hit a sword that's at its belly. And it has
Yep.
it has a phoenix in its head, and it's crazy.
Jeez.
But it gets easier because as you do New Game Plus, you can charge through it quicker. I think my fastest time through the game is 14 hours.
Wow.
Impressive. You should be a
there's-
speedrunner.
There's also
Good
the
choice, Tom. I'm proud of you for having that.
thanks. Yeah, and it helped a lot to have your walkthrough as well on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think you've named one of your save files Grandpa Poopy Pants or something. And you were like,
Surprise me.
yeah, my save file's called Grandpa Poopy Pants. Deal with it.
Yeah.
His official
Jess,
title.
what's your
when he
number
gets
6?
older.
Rise of the Yombraider.
Oh, I
Wow.
still have not played that. The only time I put that in was to verify that you were going blind and just couldn't read the text.
Oh my god, it's so small.
Get a bigger TV.
No, it fits perfectly above my fireplace.
What is it, a 26-inch?
I think it's like a 40,
Ugh.
42 inch.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Small.
I have a 32-inch TV.
Ugh.
Damn, was it on your list though?
No, actually,
Really?
I liked it. It just, I don't know. It just didn't stay with me.
The grenade chickens didn't seal it for you?
That was pretty good. My
It
best
surprised me with-
achievement on that game was I threw a petrol can, and and it just clonked off some guy's head who was running towards me, and he fell over, and I was like, "That's just great." I didn't mean to do it. It was just so funny.
Amazing.
That's a gas canister for you.
For all you Americans out there.
It's a jerry can.
So, why'd you like Rise of the Tomb Raider so much, Jess?
Because it was Yombraider.
Fair play.
No, I really liked how
'Cause it's the only game
much
she has for the PS4.
crafting. Yeah, it's the only one. But it's like so much crafting and stuff, which I thought was really cool. So you could kind of, I thought there's a lot more freedom in your actions.
Gotcha.
And it wasn't as directive. Like, it definitely, I thought it was neat that it kind of put like bad guys in your way that were kind of difficult to beat / impossible unless you had progressed enough, but it wasn't like a stupid invisible wall, because I find those kind of take you out of the game versus like, oh, probably shouldn't go this way yet because you're going to die, versus
okay.
I can't get through right now, it's a stupid plot hole. But yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed the Metroidvania aspects to it, where you couldn't go in some of the tombs and when you didn't have like the rebreather and stuff like that. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
and no, I just didn't make my list. I thought it was good.
It's one I'm looking forward to playing in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Number 5, Dan.
Undertale.
Ooh.
That's my 5 too.
Hey, virtual high five.
For a 5.
You guys,
Surprised that's as high on the list as it was for you.
you guys not have it at all.
Ah.
Really?
Tom, do you have it?
I have it shortlisted.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I
Get your
did.
shit
I
together.
did love it, but I couldn't fit it into my list. I'm sorry. 10's hard.
Yeah, Undertale was I just loved it. I thought it was so funny. And it was such
It
a
was.
memorable episode when Matt Ernie joined us, and such a good recommendation. Because technically it's not a retro game because it's new. but it's made out like a retro game, and it just flips RPGs on their head in such interesting and inventive ways. Like, I've put a picture in my list where it just says, you can't go through the fire exit because you're not made of fire. It's just so funny. And then I just remember the Skeleton Brothers where he was talking about spaghetti all the time.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
It is very well written.
And I liked how you could do it multiple ways.
Yeah, the
and how
pacifist
that
route.
motherfucker catches you if you reset your game. That was my favorite part.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Is like it was so meta in that way. Like I forget what the flower said, but like I know you reset your game. Like
Then he went crazy and it was like a massive boss.
Yeah.
I just remember, and then the plot twist at the end where the EXP points stands for execution points.
Yeah.
Like, that was so good.
It made me feel so guilty.
And just the battle system, that flipped everything on its head, how you could kind of... You had a pacifist route where you could make every monster, like, you could play on their psyche and get them to not fight you and stuff. It was just so inventive.
That was a neat battle mechanic. I liked that.
Yeah.
And it kind of made you feel like the bad guy, like inadvertently. Like I always think of like this Mars rover going around like taking samples, like could totally be an alien invasion if there are little tiny micro creatures where like it's blowing stuff up. And I feel like that's kind of what Undertale was. Like you fall into this world and all of a sudden you're the big bad that's kind of executing.
I went through as the full
Kill everything
approach.
I did too.
I did a mix.
And after the second or third area, I discovered that I was doing it wrong because you're supposed to continually walk around for the random encounters until it says, oh, looks like there's nobody else here. And I didn't want to commit the time to that.
Nah.
Lazy.
Yeah.
I killed the first dummy and then I felt bad. And then I reset my save. But so
and that damn flower. I wish I could have killed that flower.
Jess, I bet you've killed no animals on Rise of the Tomb Raider.
No. Oh, no, I did. I killed a deer.
Did you cry and mourn over it?
I felt really bad.
Yeah.
You do realize you need to
you
kill
hold a
them to get
vigil?
some of the upgrades, right?
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, you do.
I know. I had to test out my poison.
My number 5, Pokemon.
My God. I know I never see the day.
I know.
Ooh.
It's Pokemon Sun / Pokemon Go. Because I kind of owe Pokemon Go a bit of gratitude for getting me excited for Pokemon Sun. Plus, I have a lot of fun memories from this year playing Pokemon Go with my mom around Phoenix.
I like it.
I have.
I think I might bump, like, I didn't put, because I have Moon on my list because I haven't played that much of it. So I think it's going to be a 2017 list.
That's one of my new
Fair
games
enough.
where I haven't actually put it in yet.
I have.
I was so shocked at how much I enjoyed Pokemon Sun. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did.
I wasn't expecting you to either.
I have a few issues with it, but they weren't enough to sway me away from really enjoying it. Like how broken the Wonder Trade system is, and
Hey, you'll get over it. It's fine.
how there really wasn't a whole lot of incentive to flesh out your team. I just went through with Rowlet, got him up to his level 3 evolution, and just rolled train on everybody,
What you do
and
on
rarely
every-
had
that's
to
what
use
you do
a
on
different
every
Pokemon.
game. Just go with it.
Well, I understand, but for a game that has like 500 things you can catch and level up, there's zero incentive to do it.
Because they're cool.
I know. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's going to turn me into a Pokemon fanatic where I look forward to every Pokemon coming out, because if it's just going to be the same shit in a new location, I might get bored with that.
See, that one, though, is kind of evolved the mechanics. It's only taken them about 2 decades. So, there's hope yet. And apparently, it's going to be redone for the Switch.
I won't get it again.
Rumor has it.
I mean, in a week, I put in over 40 hours on it.
Yeah.
Tom, what's your number 5?
Yeah, it's Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, shit. Jess, is yours higher?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, it has to be because she had Undertale.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait.
Ugh.
On to number
Have
4.
to wait. Wait a minute. She hasn't responded.
What?
Is it, in fact, higher on your list?
Must be. Undertale was 5.
Okay. I know, but she didn't respond.
Oh, I said yeah?
Okay.
She did.
Number 4, Daniel. We're getting into
Silent
the
Hill 2.
same here.
Wow.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
And despite what
I know.
Eric tells you, playing on easy does count.
It kind of counts. I think this being on your list is more of a shock than Pokemon being on my list.
I know. I was shocked myself.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, from an achievement standpoint, this year, I feel like this is probably one of the best things I did.
I would agree. This is your pinnacle of gaming of 2016.
Because I
Yeah.
was terrified of playing this.
And rightly so. It's a downright terrifying game.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. It was just sheer mind over matter, and I just got through it. And I just don't
proud of you.
understand, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Atmosphere, the creepy vibe of it, the whole what's going on, and it was just really good.
It's such a left turn from all of the other survival horror games that are out there, especially the Resident Evils that thrive on the jump scares and you know what's out there and how you're going to attack this, and it's a lot of combat. Whereas this, it's, as we talked about in the show, is that true fear of the absolute unknown.
Yeah, and because of course what spurred me on kind of through it was that bet I had with you, Eric. But I actually enjoyed it so much, I just kind of didn't want to give you the money because I enjoyed it that much. And
I'm glad.
Roll on Silent Hill 3.
Next year. We're going to run out of Silent Hill games eventually.
Never thought I'd hear you say that, Dan.
I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
No.
Did anybody else have this on their list?
No, it was shortlisted, but I didn't have it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's such a good game.
It
I
is.
think anybody who wants to experience the pinnacle of horror games needs to play Silent Hill 2.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because, have you seen Mary?
She's dead.
dead.
She's fine.
I got a letter.
Have you seen Mary? She's my wife.
Have you seen Cheryl?
She's dead.
She's my daughter.
Are you Mary? Mary's dead. Are you Mary?
No, where's Cheryl?
Cheryl.
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 I'm sure there's like a compilation video on YouTube.
Oh, there has to be. Cheryl.
Cheryl.
You seen a little girl? Black hair, about 9, named Cheryl. She's dead. Dan, I'm super proud that it's this high on your list.
I am too.
It didn't quite crack the podium.
No, but still very good.
It's standing just off the podium, chest puffed out.
Its erection is just crossing over the line. That's
Its pyramid-headed erection is just teetering on third place.
yes. And third place
so
is
much
just
him.
nudging it out, you know.
Yeah. And if you just really want to see a guy with a giant metal pyramid rogering 2 pairs of legs glued together, this game's for you.
Finally, I've been looking for that for so long.
My kinks are a real niche market.
God damn it.
Tom, what's your number 4?
I went with Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh, mine's higher on the list.
I thought it might be. So,
Yeah.
well,
Jess,
yeah.
what's
Ratchet
your number
and
4?
Clank.
All right, we can talk about this. What a good game.
It is a
What a
very good
great, great remake.
And beautiful as well. Like,
Yes.
just, it looks like a Pixar movie. The whole thing.
What scared me about this game initially is it was announced right around the time we were in the midst of this HD remake craze.
Yeah.
And most of them were just a new coat of paint slapped on old storytelling and crappy mechanics. So I was thinking, great, all they're going to do is just polish this up and give us the same thing. Because the original Ratchet and Clank is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they said it's going to be a retelling. And they're just rebuilding it from the ground up. And they pulled in some of the best mechanics of the PS3 era Ratchet and Clank games and just made this superb Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah, they pulled in some of the mechanics from like Tools of Destruction and A Crank in Time.
Yeah, weapon upgrading, customization, new weapons.
It's cool. You had like the hoverboard races and stuff.
That was in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were bad.
Yeah.
But there's just so much to do.
And the writing
And
was
it's
hilarious.
so fun. Yeah.
The writing was really funny. And yeah, like you say, loads to do. And I don't know, it really felt like a bit of a rebirth of the sort of 3D platformer.
I think
what
really solidified it for me was the movie that came along with it.
I got that for
But
Christmas,
you
Eric.
didn't.
It's
Did
so
anyone
good.
watch it?
What, Jess?
Did you watch the movie?
I love the movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to watch it. I'm looking forward to it.
I also love that they brought it out for 30 quid. Or they just kind of think, hey, look, guys, you've had this before, but here's a slightly redone version, and we'll drop it a little bit because it's not entirely original. And they could have easily charged full price for that, and I would have bought it.
I would have paid full price
I'm really
for it,
hoping
too.
to do Ratchet and Clank 2 as well.
Never know. I mean, they've seen the success with this now, so you got to think maybe that's a platform to do.
I thought Ratchet
more
and Clank
stuff
2,
with that.
Ratchet and Clank 2 and Ratchet and Clank 3 were my favourite of the lot.
Surprisingly, I really enjoyed the one on PSP.
Oh, I never played that. Is that
Not Secret Agent Clank.
Size Matters.
Oh.
Just, yeah.
what's it called? Size Matters.
Yeah.
Probably called something different over here, I imagine.
Up your arsenal.
I also liked in this how they really focused more on fleshing out the origin story of how Ratchet and Clank actually met. Because in the original game, they just kind of meet and go on their way. Whereas this, it's a little bit more impactful. Because coming into this, you already have this relationship with these two characters. And you see how good of buddies they are.
And of course, they bring in Dr. Nefarious, who didn't appear until the third game originally.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's awesome. I love Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah, but he's not a robot in this one.
Not yet. At the end,
Yes.
he is.
Oh.
Spoilers.
It shows how he becomes a robot.
Which originally was meant to be the fault of Captain Quark, but I think it's Ratchet and Clank now.
Captain Quark is hilarious.
I just
number
love how like deadpan sassy Clank is.
So
sure.
sassy.
Oh, yeah.
So full of sass.
number 3, Daniel.
Is Chrono Trigger.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I had a bit of a lull about 2 months ago and decided to replay Chrono Trigger again. And
I think that was on my list last year.
it was, I think. But that's why I put in my entry for the written entry, and I put that you guys played it to death. So we didn't actually play it for the show this year, but I played it myself, and I love this game so much. I think it's fantastic.
It is really good. I'd like to get it again on DS just so I can be a little more portable with it and not be tied down to a console, because I do want to experience it again.
It's just got so much to it, especially when you get towards the end where you can time travel between different eras, do all the side quests. It's just a lot of fun.
I really, for some reason, the thing that stuck out the most for me were you'd come across these treasure chests in the current era that you couldn't open, and then you could go to the future, use an item on them, and then go back to the present or some mechanic like that, where if you didn't open it when you first found it, it'd be better later.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So every treasure chest that came along, I'm like, should I open this?
It's a really neat game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The music is phenomenal too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how good the soundtrack was for that
Oh,
game.
yes. And they have things like, I think I sent you the link, Eric, to an album on YouTube called Chrono Jigger, which is Chrono Trigger infused with Jay-Z. And it's
yeah,
and
that
it's-
was really good.
it's really
That's
good.
amazing.
Honestly, genuinely really good. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. A good choice, Dan.
Thank you.
My number 3 was Final Fantasy 15.
No, can't talk about it.
Oh.
Because Dan's is number 1.
Yep. Spoilers.
Tom, what's your number 3?
Number 3 is Pokemon Go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
A portable game makes it to number 3.
I know, right? This is what's happening in our world. It's all about the portable games.
I didn't put it on my list because I wasn't sure if you guys would give me shit for it, but
Oh, we would have given you shit for it.
I mean,
Yeah, Tom, what you
It's-
doing, you fucking idiot?
obviously.
I do.
No, it's okay that Tom did it, but if Jess did it,
All
we'd
right.
give
It
her
was,
shit.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we treat each other equally here. Now, now, the reason for this game is it's just because it was such a phenomenon. It brought so many people together. I just remember walking out of my office on lunch break, and everyone was playing this game. People that I would have thought, rightly or wrongly, just didn't play games at all. But suddenly, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's playing
It
it.
was a bit eerie.
It was weird. It was super weird. And
I went to this Tempe Town Lake, where it's normally this big bustling park with people and noise. I went down there and it was packed with people, nobody talking, everybody glued to their phone walking around. It was odd.
yeah, really strange, and it just pulled Pokemon right back into the present day. Anyone who'd played it back in the OG Red and Blue days was fully into it again, and it was just really cool. Suddenly, there was nothing wrong with playing Pokemon Go. No one was going to say anything. It was absolutely taken over the country, and I just remember, my girlfriend would get back home from work, and we would just go for walks, and just catch Pokemon, and we were having a great time. So it took up a lot of my time, and and I enjoyed the time I spent on it, and then I kind of deleted it eventually, and then that was the end of that. But it was definitely one of my
You
favorite games.
deleted it?
I think eventually
I don't have
did.
it on my phone anymore either.
Yeah,
What?
I know. I'm sure it's saved by Pokemon.
Purposely stopped playing before Pokemon Sun came out. I didn't want to burn out.
Yeah.
No way, man.
Got
was-
If
that
I'm
shit.
going
was too
to walk
lazy to play
Simon
it.
or anything, I put it on.
Because Dan didn't have a portable router with good internet he could bring with because he don't want to use that internet there on his phone.
Obviously.
Oh, wasn't it because you didn't have a gyroscope, Dan?
Yes, it was. And it didn't work properly on my phone, and it was really annoying.
How old is your phone? Is it still got the dial on the front of it?
All of us can afford the pointless Google Pixel,
It's not pointless.
It's not pointless and I want it.
It's a
Yeah.
phone.
High five, Jess.
It does exactly the same as other phones do.
We've been over this, and the
No, it doesn't. It
conclusion
plays
was
Pokemon Go, and yours doesn't.
you're an idiot.
Right.
As long as we got that out of the way. Number 2.
You're going to like this.
Dan?
Oh, I think I know what it's going to be.
It's...
Oh no, my number 3.
Oh,
You said Pokemon Go.
No.
Oh,
Link
I'm
to the
sorry. You
Past.
got it. Oh, yeah.
Link to the Past?
Yeah.
I like that one.
The fuck you doing?
The fuck you did.
I did. I said I loved it.
This game is shit. I love it. No, the listeners will agree. You lambasted that game.
Yeah.
It's shite.
You made
That's a
me
step
say that.
below shit.
That's why.
Well, yeah.
I said
because
it in anger from being frustrated with it on WhatsApp. Then it will live forevermore because you made me
Yeah.
say it.
Obviously.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
know.
kidnap my family.
It is a good game. It's not my favorite Zelda.
It's up there for me.
It's up there.
Yeah. Link's Awakening
it's-
is still my favorite.
Yes. Oh, Tom, if I could hug you right now, I would.
Classic.
Feel that smooth area.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I love Link's Awakening. It might be one of my favorite games of all time.
That's can't argue with that.
Really?
a great show.
It is perfection.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I've never played Link's Awakening.
Oh, dude, you've got to play
We've
that.
done it
Me
for the
too.
show.
2017. Yeah,
we
a
did
long
it
time ago.
episode 5. We could redo it. I'd be willing to replay it again.
Yeah,
I'll put it on my list.
I would as well. Totally be up for that.
It's so good. Like, I could go on for hours about how good that game is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's redo it then.
Well, you can in episode 137.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you put DX on there. We have to do the DX version.
Yeah, maybe I might make it 33.
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So Link to the Past. Why is that on your list?
I don't know. I just have such a soft spot for Zelda games, and we didn't play that many this year. But it was it's one of my favorite games, probably. I think it just has such a really cool mechanic of being able to kind of move back. And it was so connected to Link Between Worlds, which I had replayed this year. So it was kind of neat playing them both around the same time because you could kind of see a lot of the crossover.
Another game that Dan called shit. Link Between
I
Worlds.
loved Link Between Worlds. What are you talking about?
He didn't like the spoilery end.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
I
Shit.
did.
No, you didn't. No one
I
did.
did.
Which I think Link Between Worlds made my list.
Last
year.
year. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I totally forgot. Link to the Past is when we were playing it, Boyfriend Not Boyfriend Boyfriend started playing it too. It was like the first
Do I hear
ooh.
Do I hear wedding bells?
No, you don't. No.
No. Those actually sound like wedding bells.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is it your ringtone? Is it your phone?
It might be the ringing in my ears from my vertigo,
Maybe that's it.
Oh, God.
but they sound like, yeah, might be.
Anyway.
Good call, Jess. I like that choice.
Yeah.
Not on my list.
Good show.
I didn't enjoy playing through it as much this time as I thought I would. It hasn't held up for me as well.
Oh, controversial.
We played it like 2 years ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't hold up for me as well. I still like it. It's not shit. Not even shite. It's not even bad. Just not my favorite.
Fair.
On to number 2.
Virtue.
Dan.
Oh, Dan, please say this is what I think it's going to be.
No.
Oh, please.
It's Urban Golf.
Fuck off.
It is an Eric Peterson recommendation.
Say it.
It is
Say it.
Dark Cloud 2.
Yes!
Or Dark Chronicle.
Now, guess what? You get to wait because it's higher on my list.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Shit, bitch.
Dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Spoilers. My number 2, Dark Souls 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that would be in there.
Yeah, because this game revived my faith in the Souls series.
And it's the
Demon
last
Souls.
one.
Huh?
And it's the last one.
I know. It brought it back around. Demon Souls set the bar so impossibly high. Dark Souls did a really good job of getting within view. And then Dark Souls 2, I just never even finished because that game is proof that too much of a good thing is bad. There was just too much shit in Dark Souls 2 that it became overwhelming. And I just lost interest in it. It was too big, too many bosses, too many items, too much to do. So Dark Souls 3 came out, and I put over 50 hours into that game in less than a week.
Wow.
Jesus.
I remember you playing it, and like, I think you might have brought your PlayStation around one of your friends' houses, and you were just
Oh, yep.
like
We used
together.
I used to take my console over to his house. We'd sit and play together, and
Yeah, and then I did a share play with you when you were doing that impossible optional boss at the end.
oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
that guy. Talk about the hardest Souls boss.
And then you beat
in
him
any of the
first
Souls
time once you brought your console around someone else's, right? Or something.
Yeah, I took it over to my buddy's house to show him, like, dude, you got to see how hard this guy is, and just killed him immediately.
It's always-
Like, that didn't look very hard. But I think what really brought this game home for me was the fan service and all of the homages to the previous games. I still maintain that Firelink Shrine in this game is in some way, shape, or form an homage to the Nexus from Demon Souls.
Seems like
But
it.
that's more subtle. It's more of an implied thing. Whereas in this, you actually meet other NPCs from Dark Souls 2. You travel to the locations from Dark Souls 1. Like when you walk into Anor Londo for the first time,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
really powerful. And you meet, or you actually get to find out what happened to one of the most endearing blacksmith NPCs from Dark Souls. And it was just heartbreaking to see how it ended for him.
Oh,
Wow.
I love this game. It was so good.
I liked it. It was on my shortlist, but didn't make it.
This is almost number one for me. Almost.
Almost.
Almost. Thomas, what's your number two?
My number 2 is the original reboot of Tomb Raider.
Oh.
Wait, the original Oh, okay. So just Tomb Raider.
Yeah, the 2013 version.
Sorry, you threw me
Raider.
off by calling it Tomb Raider and not Tom Raider.
Yeah, sorry about it. Yeah, original Tomb Raider.
Did you play the definitive edition?
I did. I grabbed it on PS4, and I was just really surprised at how much I really enjoyed that game. I think Crystal Dynamics, who developed it, really they've looked at Uncharted clearly, but then why not stand on the shoulders of those guys and make something, that's almost as good mechanically, and also the storytelling is fantastic. It's the daughter of Terry Pratchett, so it's very well written, and she's a great character. She's been more grounded, and I think a really positive representation for female protagonists. And it was just really good to play. I just really enjoyed all the upgrades, like upgrading the bow. Like I never thought I'd use the bow. I'd always stick to guns, but
I
the bow
stuck
is
with the bow
awesome.
the whole game.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Same in the sequel, actually. Oh,
That's awesome.
It wasn't without its problems here and there, but for some reason I just kept coming back to it, and I really wanted to finish it. And it was one of those games where a girlfriend was watching me play as well, and we were both kind of into it. And that always helps when you got somebody else who is kind of egging you on to carry on playing it because they want to know what happens next. And
I just remember Lara having a really bad time in that game.
Oh yeah,
She just falls off everything.
yeah, exactly. Dude. And just crawling through like sort of knee deep, dirty water in in a cave, and it just looks so uncomfortable. But no, it's a great game, and now I'm really looking forward to Rise of the Tomb Raider because I got it for Christmas. So
Play it!
get it.
Good number two. Jess, what's yours?
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't have good memories with this game?
Yeah. It's true. It's one of my favorite games ever. It's definitely my favorite Zelda game. And I could just spend hours riding Epona all around.
Hours of fun.
There are
Jess.
some aspects of it. There are some aspects of it that don't hold up very well, like going out to Hyrule Field and going, this is kind of big and very empty.
And of course, the water temple.
See, I didn't hate it as much
Oh, I
this
hated
time
it.
because I played the 3DS remake,
see,
and they've
I've-
simplified that.
Originally, I played the 3DS remake. This time around, I played the original game. And my god, that's difficult.
Oh god, it was so horrible.
I've remember the water temple is where I had stopped when I was a kid a few times. And
I did enjoy it though. I thought it was all right. Not my favorite
I think
Zelda,
this is only the second time I've ever beaten that game.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't remember the ending as much as I thought I was going to. So it was kind of...
It gets really hard at the end.
Yeah.
Like the Gerudo Fortress and then the final boss battle.
The Gerudo Fortress is one of my favorites, though.
Because it's strong
tough.
women.
It is. Freaking glamazons.
You say that so offensively, Dan.
I just knew that's why she'd like it. It's so predictable.
But it's also like a fun little puzzle thrown in there. Like, I really like Zelda puzzles. And
Did you call them glamazons?
yeah, they're glamazons.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
All I think about is that episode of Futurama
Oh yeah.
where they travel to the Amazon planet and have a lot of snoo and get their pelvis crushed.
What is snoo
Sex.
exactly?
It's great.
It's a thing that you can't do, Tom.
They have them tied up and they're raping them.
They don't seem to care.
That doesn't... Yeah, it's non-consensual. Snoo.
Seems decent.
I haven't watched that episode before, I don't know. But
God.
anyway,
That's
they're
exactly-
glamazons. And it's badass.
Yeah,
and it's
they're
one of
very
my
glamorous with their horrible, horrible faces.
I wouldn't call them glamazons.
More kind of
Okay.
pixel monsters.
favorites. But that's, like, the great fairies are also a little...
Oh, they're terrifying.
Ew.
Looks like a man in drag.
I don't even know what it looks like. It's just, like, very pointy faces. Like, very,
Glamazon.
very
With a
intense.
terrifying laugh.
Isn't that from the fairies?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Did you black out for a second?
I did. I thought you were still talking about the glamazons. I'm still wrapping my mind around how something like that could be considered glamorous.
Because they have such, like, fashionable makeup and outfits, so they're glamazons.
They look like Mimi from the
You
Drew
look
Carey
like
show.
Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
Yes, I love the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Cleveland sucks.
Sneeze.
On to the
wait,
number
it's Cleveland
ones.
Rocks, isn't it?
Sneeze.
Yeah. Shall we get to the number ones? Everybody knows what Dan's is.
Yep. But you know
And I
what?
disagree.
This isn't just because I love Final Fantasy so much. I think this is a genuinely
is.
great game. And
Good
it's Final
lord.
I kind of
and
agree.
it's Final Fantasy 15. I honestly think this game, apart from in the storyline aspect, has lived up to the hype for me. I am at 63 hours played at the moment.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I just crested 45.
Wow.
And I'm still loving it. I fully intend to finish everything I can within this game. And this is the first year in the history of me getting games at Christmas where I have not immediately moved on to my Christmas games. I'm still playing Final Fantasy 15. I have not touched my new games.
Wow.
Wow, man. That's I've put about 25 hours in, and it's the combat that makes me keep coming back.
It's so good.
But I can totally understand why you would have that as your number one.
I put it as number 3 because I got to the end of it and went, that story made no sense. It was very poorly told. And now I have all of these really piddly side quests to do that have zero merit.
I
and
thought you
bearing on
loved
anything.
those side quests.
Oh, I
Weren't you telling me?
hate.
I swear last
mushroom
week.
from the other side of the planet. I'm gonna ask the king to go get it for me.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I
there's some side
swear.
quests which are so much better than those.
there's
No, I know.
there's a
I
van,
understand.
a broken down van, and it's got vegetables in it. I'm gonna need those vegetables, man.
Tell you what, I here am a mechanic for this entire city, and I need you, the king, on a quest to save the world, to go around and turn off all the steam valves.
Oh my god, that
Oh,
One of
sucks.
them's really well hidden, and you're probably not going to find it, so you're probably just going to move on to something else.
That is a bad mission. I'll give you that
I gave
one.
up on that. I gave up on that quest entirely.
I like the one where,
I got to 9.
where Cindy sends you to find lights for your car. That's a good one.
Oh, God.
But that is in a dungeon, so it's a bit more exciting.
I like it. I agree. I think this game held up to the hype, but it will not go down as one of my favorite Final Fantasies.
No, I think it's a good blueprint for the series moving forwards. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Final Fantasy VII Remake and whether it will follow. Because I've looked back at the footage of Final Fantasy VII Remake and it has a lot of the kind of similar looking mechanics, like where you go through walls, you go under things. Like it just looks like it's kind of built very similarly.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not the same engine.
Yeah, I know. But apparently Square Enix is having an event in January to do with the 25th anniversary. So who knows what we'll hear about.
That's cool.
Nice.
So you've got Nintendo Switch event and a Final Fantasy event in January.
Wow.
I just can't deal with the Switch. I need it. Yeah.
I just can't even. Boyfriend, not boyfriend, boyfriend, and I are going to switch it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Nice.
Well played.
Nice. Yeah, it's decent.
My number 1.
Yeah.
Ready for this?
My number 2.
No.
I'm gonna guess it.
Dark Cloud 2.
Dark Chronicle.
Dark Cloud 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Chronicle. Got you.
Yes.
Wow. You guys love Dark
Because
Cloud 2.
this marks the end of an era. For a decade, I've been playing this game like Jess with no intention of finishing it. Probably a dozen or more times I've played halfway through the game and then just stopped. And it's kind of turned into this thing of I don't want to finish it because I'm afraid if I finish it, I'm never going to want to play it again.
This continues a trend for me from last year where you recommended my game of the year, which was Rogue Galaxy. If Final Fantasy 15 hadn't came out, this would have been my number 1 as well.
Yeah, I know. What was it, number 2 for you?
2, yeah.
Close enough. I'll take it.
Because when you first recommended it, I started playing it. I didn't love it that much. Everything seemed a bit janky and hard to play. And then, I don't know, it just all clicked together. I loved the town building aspect. And it was just great to do those special episodes where we played through it all the way to the
Who
end.
would have thought that a massive dungeon crawling town building RPG would have been so well served by a photography mechanic?
I know, right? And Final Fantasy 15 has it too.
Yeah. It's crazy how deep the invention system is in this game. I never really delved too deep into it, but this time around I wanted to invent as much as I could.
Now that I think about it, there's so much similar to Final Fantasy 15. It even has a fishing minigame.
Ooh, which is great.
I didn't even try the fishing.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
I like the fishing in Final Fantasy.
I do as well.
It's decent. It's good fun. Oh.
It's a great game. I think anybody who's looking for a fantastic RPG. One of our listeners reached out to me and asked what he should play between Dark Cloud 2 and Rogue Galaxy based on our recommendations. And in the end, he ended up going with Rogue Galaxy first and is so far, from what I've heard, really enjoying it.
Good. It is
Nice.
great.
But I think if you're looking for a good, cheap RPG that can easily suck up 60 hours of time, Dark Cloud 2 is where it's at.
Ni no Kuni.
The problem that I have with this game is that halfway through, the story just took a dump. And
Like Final Fantasy
the mechanics
15.
the mechanics became a little repetitive, and I didn't enjoy the second half of the game as much, but the first half is so good that it can make up for the shortcomings of the end. And then that secret dungeon at the end of the game,
Oh my god.
that's easily another 20 hours.
Oh
I didn't
my
even
God.
do that.
Each level, I played 3 levels. Each level was half an hour to 45 minutes.
God.
And there was like 43 levels. Yeah, it's crazy how deep it is. And to get some of the best inventions, you have to make it to the end of the game. Or to the end of that dungeon.
My days.
Good number 1, Eric. I like it.
Game
Yeah.
of the year.
That's fair play, because you have been waiting a long time to finish that.
I
And-
have. I'm a bit sad.
It is my
Yeah.
intention to get him to open Kingdom Hearts 2 next year.
Yeah.
That will not happen. I tell you what, Dan, I will make you a bet on air. You ready for this?
Yep.
If you come visit, I'll let you open it.
Yay!
I'll have to then.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That is a great deal. You can open it. And we can record me crying. On a side note, does anybody else have a sealed copy of Kingdom Hearts 2 that I can buy off you? Tom, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is
Indigo
The Walking-
Prophecy.
it's not Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
It's The Walking Dead season 1, 2, and the Michonne miniseries.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, I haven't finished it.
Just everything,
Wow.
everything in one. Anything to do with that Telltale game is just.
I did not see that coming.
No.
Me neither.
I just January of. I
Clementine.
think it was January, February time of this year. I started season 1. Finished it maybe in March or something. Then season 2 came on PS Plus. Played through that, and then when the Michonne series dropped, I also just grabbed that. But those first 2 seasons, I just played them
Are so good.
with my girlfriend, and we were just so invested, just incredibly invested in it. And some fond gaming memories this year come from those 2 seasons of those.
It
How
makes
did
me
you-
panic though.
How did you like playing through it all at once? Because when I played through it, I played through as the episodes came out, and we were talking about them on the Manatang podcast, and I felt that was a little bit more powerful, having to wait for the next episode.
Yeah, I remember playing last year Life is Strange and playing in that same fashion, sort of discussing it for a couple of months, then the next episode would drop. And we did pace ourselves over the year. So even though we could have just burnt through all 5 in season 1, we actually always had a decent couple of weeks gap. And we would kind of be texting while we were at work thinking, you know, do you think I made the right decision to let this guy go and save this woman? And what do you think would have happened if we'd left her at the side of the road, and all this kind of stuff? And should I have let so-and-so pull the trigger, or should I have done it for him? Like, just all these decisions, you have to make these moral decisions, and it's just really fun playing with someone else, because they're like, oh, I wouldn't have done that, or I would have done this, and you start to really build and get invested in all these characters, and it's I just had a lot of fun with The Walking Dead.
But it like I find it so intense to make those decisions so
Yeah.
quickly.
That's the
Like
idea,
it
Jess.
stresses me out.
But it's great. I love what it does to you. You know, you're like holding somebody off like the edge of a building or something, and it's like, do you let this person go or try and pull them up? And because if you pull them up, somebody else will be at risk, and you're just kind of,
Yeah.
the timer starts and you can't pause it, and you've got to make this decision. And
Jared will
Yeah.
remember that.
yeah, all
Yeah,
that-
and live with the repercussions of it too.
Like, you say something a bit sassy, and it's like, so and so will remember that. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a Dorkly video which is Mario done in the style of Telltale. It's worth watching. It's like Mario does something bad, and it's like, Luigi will remember that.
That's so funny.
I might pick up the Batman Telltale series.
Yeah.
I heard that was
Yeah.
good.
I've got it sealed on the shelf, but I'm still playing Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, I will definitely sink my teeth into that. I also played Tales from the Borderlands this year, which was also excellent.
That one's good.
Absolutely excellent.
Lots of
Oh my
lots
couldn't
of
get into the
Telltale
Game of
stuff at the
Thrones.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't
They
get
did
into the Game of Thrones
Minecraft as well, didn't they? Story mode.
Yeah.
They found their niche.
They did.
Oh, yeah.
They really did.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you, Tom. I actually wrote most of the walkthrough that's on IGN for The Walking Dead Season 1.
Really?
Really?
That's
Do you get any
awesome.
credit?
Oh. I did. And I know that I did.
Did you get paid?
That's so
Sounds like a waste of
It
time.
was.
that's so cool though.
I
That's
also
awesome.
did most of the Dark Souls 1 walkthrough on the...
So, did you really enjoy Walking Dead on?
I did.
when you
I
played?
loved the first series, but I've never got round to playing the second.
Oh, because if you
Second's even
If you
better.
play the second, it will bring over your saves from the old game.
I have got it downloaded, I just never got round to it.
Oh,
I never got around to the Michonne series because I just
yeah.
don't like her as a character.
Oh my god, how can you not like her?
Because she has
She
no
is the
depth. 'Cause she
best.
has no depth and just kills them.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she's not a very engaging
Nobody
character.
in The Walking
Are you
Dead has any depth.
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, they don't have any depth. I've watched all of them. They're just...
Have you read Michonne's backstory at all?
Yes.
Did you?
I've read the comic and I don't like her.
Oh my god! Are you are you up to date?
No,
On the
I'm not
comics?
up to date.
No.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but if you
she
watch the-
is so
The
badass.
TV series, they just constantly make stupid decisions.
You do.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I
would
can't-
too.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
We just-
I don't watch the show anymore.
If I was alive
the show is
for
super
that
dumb.
long in the zombie apocalypse, I would learn from my mistakes, but they don't.
Guys, did you also play the 400 Days DLC?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that. I remember that, yeah.
I thought that.
It had no bearing on anything.
No, nothing at all. It's just little pieces of how other people in this kind of environment are dealing with the apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's neat. Yeah.
Good number one, Tom. That way to throw a wrench into it.
Cheers, dude.
Jess, let's hear about Overwatch.
So
My number 10.
I fucking love this game. I have put way too much time into this game. And it is fucking phenomenal.
I'm with Jess on this. It actually made my list and I don't even own it yet. I've just ordered it.
Wow.
That's not. You can't do
I
that.
can't
That's
because
crazy.
the
He
PSN had
played
a
the
free
free
weekend
weekend.
a while back, and I played it all weekend.
I put
It's so much fun.
Death Stranding on my list. Never played it. Looks great though.
Final Fantasy 16's on my list.
But I have played it a lot.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
I got
That will be
Horizon.
my game of the year in 2017.
StarCraft Ghost.
I got that David Cage Detroit game. That's on my list.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That one's real good. I really enjoyed that one.
Shut up!
Anyway, it is a lot of fun because they continuously come out. Like in the summer they had the summer games for the Olympics, so they had a bunch of different mini games that you could play. They had the Halloween is when I started playing it, so they have these seasonal events that give you extra loot boxes so you can win their seasonal skins and poses and stuff like that. So it definitely kind of keeps you going. Eat 5 dicks. Anyway, so Christmas is right now. And it ends soon and I still need to get skins, but it's a lot of fun because you can play competitive. You can play with friends. You can play different arcade games.
Why are they so wet? Why?
I don't know. He had beans.
Sorry, you were talking about what?
I was talking about
Eric,
you
have you
eating
even
it.
tried this game?
No, he hasn't.
No, I bought it and then
Did you?
returned it
Why?
because it's not good.
Did you
I don't
even put
understand
it in your
how.
console?
Yeah,
How do you
I
not
played-
like it?
when you bought it on PC, you were allowed into the beta early. So
So you're basing this
Most
on a
of what
not
I'm saying-
finalized code of a game.
no, most of what I'm doing is out of jest, because it's funny to irritate you about it. I enjoyed it, just not my game.
Oh, it's so fun.
Not
is
my
a
guy.
lot.
It's also fun to annoy you.
Obviously.
So I'll give it to you, Jess. It's not 100% terrible. It's just fun to make fart noises over Overwatch.
But
So I apologize, Jess. Please tell me what you think.
I did over your fart noises.
I didn't hear, and I'd like to hear it.
But it was pretty. I think I paid like $79 for it.
What?
But it's continuously being
Wow.
updated.
Wow.
That's how much games are here.
Wow!
Yeah, I paid.
So expensive.
I paid that for Tomb Raider.
What?
No wonder you only have 2 games for your PlayStation.
No wonder you need to
$7.99.
get married so you can pool your money together and buy a game.
I need to marry a rich person.
That's crazy. $79.
Old rich person that's gonna die.
Well, that would go against everything that you stand for as a strong, independent woman.
But I would have way more games.
I will go against my moral standing if I can have more games. Go.
But yeah, like it's constantly being updated. They still have a few more heroes that they're introducing, so it doesn't get, as soon as it starts to get a little stale, like something else gets changed or
Do they charge you for the
updated.
heroes?
No,
No.
it's all free updates, which is amazing, and it's just a one-time price too.
Of $79.
See, when I played it on PC, I was playing with people who were so bad at it. My buddies that bought it on PC as well. They're like, yeah, I'm not going to play this ever. And I'm like, well, I'm not just going to play this by myself. So I fortunately was still within the refund window for Blizzard, and they bought it on PS4. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time for another shooter.
Get it on PS4 and you can play it with me.
No, because you're never around. You're literally never around to play
You
games.
live in America.
Yeah, you could come on over.
You could come on over here.
Nah.
The land,
You guys don't have
land
guns.
of bad teeth.
You don't have guns and freedom.
Queen.
But Blizzard is awesome with
Yeah.
everything.
They do a good job of updating their games and keeping them relevant.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I will concede my Overwatch hatred as a joke, Jess. I hope you picked up on that.
You better.
Yeah. Just not my style of game. I would prefer to play
I didn't
Battlefield over
think it
Overwatch.
was mine either, but I have really enjoyed it.
Did anybody have any bonus entries?
I had Firewatch as a possible, because I did enjoy it, but and I was excited about it, and it was very tense all the way through. Eric, you remember playing Firewatch?
It was very good. It kind of ended
Yeah,
not the
so
best.
great. Yeah,
It started out really strong and mysterious, and then it was just like, oh,
it was a shame, but
okay. I would have really liked to have met Delilah.
yes.
Hey there, Delilah.
Why,
Hi.
Delilah?
The hell are you singing?
That is Tom Jones, my friend.
Who?
What?
Tom Jones. You know Tom
Yeah.
Jones.
You know Tom
Sex
Jones.
bomb.
The guy who
sex
you throw your
bomb.
knickers at.
Who?
What else can you sing of his? Rap it this time.
Sex bomb, sex bomb.
Is he the guy who sang "It's Not Unusual"
Yeah.
to something
Yeah.
you?
Yep.
To be loved by anyone.
That's the guy.
Brunner, 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 brunner.
Unusual to hear me cry.
Mars Attacks? Was that who was in Mars Attacks?
Yes.
I
Yes,
can't
he
remember
was.
who they were playing. Yeah.
Was.
Yep. Well done. Good memory.
I had Carmageddon as a biggest disappointment.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
I was so
sorry.
looking
I'm
forward
sorry
to
about
that.
man.
I was so excited,
Yeah.
You really were.
I would.
and it was just a hot pile of garbage.
It
I
did
would-
look like a hot pile of garbage, but I didn't want to say this to you because you were so happy.
It was fun for about 6 minutes.
That's
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
have an award to give out for a game this year, and it is the award for most intriguing concept which disintegrates into batshit mental nonsense, and it is of course Indigo Prophecy.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Lovely game.
It was a fun game to play through,
It was
though.
mad
Yeah, I
though.
enjoyed
It
it.
was just so mad.
Best boss fight of ever, fighting your living room furniture.
Yes,
And the bugs in your office.
Yeah.
so mad. It was just mental.
I think a nomination for the weirdest game I played this year would be Catherine on the PS3.
Oh god, yeah.
Yes.
But really good though, like totally unique and very Japanese.
Yeah.
I think the weirdest game I played this year was Night Trap.
Oh god, yeah, that was weird.
I've put
That was- Terrible.
I've just put in my entry award winner for fart noise, and it's No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
It let
I haven't
down
touched
the
mine
spectrum.
since the Thursday after it came out.
I returned it the day after it came out.
You guys patching it up? You guys downloading it?
I'm keeping that as a reminder to not get caught up in the hype.
I'm honestly gonna stop buying games on launch. Cause
Yeah,
Unless
Yeah.
it's
You should.
Final Fantasy.
yeah, because
You should.
half the time they're broken, and it's just
gotta vote. Vote with your wallet, son.
I will.
But I think that's what, like, the whole hype around, like, pre-ordering and stuff like that is a little detrimental.
Season passes. Like buying games before they've been written.
Uh-huh.
It's just not good, guys.
Well, we've discussed how we've created this industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have.
true. We have.
Good lists, everybody.
Thank you.
Great
Well
lists.
done.
Some real
Great lists.
We'll have accompanying articles for these as well on the website.
Those, yes, we can get those published soonish. We have some emails to go through from previous shows that we didn't do. You guys have time for some emails?
boy.
Sure.
You want to send us an email, factoryseal@manatech.com, or you can send it to us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/groups/factoryseal podcast. First one comes from Kendall Watts. Says, hey guys, I've been listening for a while now and love the show. I'm not well versed in emulators, and each time you mention save states, I'm a bit confused on exactly what you mean by that. Also wonder which emulators you guys recommend. If you already have talked about it on an episode and I missed it, then I apologize. Keep up the good work. What?
Well, save states are basically think of pressing a button and you can save whenever you want.
It takes a
Like a
picture
snapshot, yeah.
of exactly where you are. So if you are right before a boss save state, die in the boss, instead of having to redo the whole level, you load the save state right before the boss.
Usually
Or-
tied to one of the F buttons on a keyboard.
Yeah.
You can save right before you fall down a hole and then fall down that hole infinitely.
Yep.
I've done that.
Or you can
And,
save before you get hit by a boss when you have no health.
Or you can accidentally load your game instead of saving it and lose a ton of progress.
Yeah, that's so
That's
true.
also it.
And
Pro tip on save states, keep at least 2 or 3 going at all times.
one of the greatest emulators, if you have a Macintosh, is OpenEmu.
But nobody has
Because
one of them.
I wish
Oh,
it's-
yes. That's the best.
It's basically an iTunes of emulators. It is great.
yeah.
I wish they had something like that on PC.
Yeah.
For
Have you seen it
PC,
PC, I would say
Genesis,
SNES 9X or
I
ZSNES.
use Fusion for Mega Drive and Genesis.
Oh yeah, Fusion's
Well, Fusion encompasses pretty much all of the Sega platforms.
Project 64 for N64.
Yep.
Yep.
Visual Boy Advance for Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
EPSX and EPSX2 for PS1 and PS2.
But those require some trickery to set up. You have to install
Oh.
plugins and stuff.
And
I think that's for every PlayStation. You
'Cause
have
you
to
need
get
BIOS.
the BIOS, yeah.
But you can find
Yeah.
packages where they're all together, and then it kind
Yeah.
of just does it all.
and there's Dolphin for the GameCube is a decent emu.
Which is a nice homage to the code name of that console before it came out.
Indeed.
Yes. Next email comes from Darren McKeown. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Sounds about right.
Hello. Hi, guys. Daz here from the cold Yorkshire Dales in England. Woo! Dan, this is your neighbor.
Yes, Darren. Can you hear me across the road through my house?
Thought I would email you firstly to congratulate you on an amazing and very entertaining show. Only discovered Factory Sealed about a week ago after running through iTunes for a new retro gaming podcast. Started off listening to your early shows, but have now decided to work my way backwards through your vast back catalog, starting with the latest episode. Love the content, retro gaming memories, comedy, and funny English accents between Eric, Dan, and Tom, and of course Jess and her Russian accent. My question is, if you could go back in time to experience a single retro gaming memory from your past, which would it be? Mine would be the Christmas of 92 when I finally got my hands on my SNES copy of Street Fighter II after many months of waiting. Keep up the good work, and could I please get a yes, quite from Eric?
Well, there you go.
Yes, quite. Yeah, there it is. P.S. Mr. Burns from The Simpsons also answers the phone with ahoy hoy, just like the Alexander Graham Bell. Thanks, Dad. Favorite gaming memory from your past? I would say the evening in 97 when my friend brought his PlayStation over with Final Fantasy VII that had just come out, and that was my introduction to Final Fantasy VII.
I'm going to go on the predictable route and go for Final Fantasy VII as well.
I can still vividly remember the layout of the basement, the TV, where we were sitting, what we were doing, and him handing the controller over to me saying, here, you play.
See, I vividly remember my friend having a Final Fantasy VIII before me, and he showed me the section where Irvin's going to go and snipe Ida, and I thought that was great, and then I remember getting my hands on it myself, and it just blowing my mind.
Yeah,
because
I'd
been playing 7 for such a long time, and then 8 just knocked it out of the park again.
8's another good memory because my grandma got it for me when I was going to spend a weekend with her out at her lake house, and I was just sitting on. They had a small TV that I could pull out and put in the front room, and sitting there looking out over the lake playing Final Fantasy VIII for the first time. Just another strong Final Fantasy memory.
Jess and Yom.
Definitely unwrapping Final Fantasy VIII at about 4 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day, 1999. And playing it from 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 in the morning. Oh my god.
Yeah. And playing it from 4 till about 8, and then just being told, hey, you got to hang out with the family now. And just having to heal the way from playing it because I was just...
They'll be there tomorrow!
I have fond memories of playing... when Guitar Hero World Tour came out, I got the full band set up for Christmas. And I just have fond memories of my grandma, again at Christmas, singing Band on the Run by Wings.
Oh my god.
She's on top form, that lady.
Brilliant.
Jess, are you going to round this out with another Final Fantasy memory or perhaps an Overwatch memory?
Shit the bed. When my sister and I unwrapped our purple N64 because it was so unexpected. Like, we did not think that was happening. And it did. And it was purple, the see-through purple.
That is one of the coolest N64s.
I know.
N64.
Next email comes from Scale Enley. He writes in a very simple greetings, Factory Sealed crew. Guns. That is all.
Interesting. Right.
I like that guy.
Guns.
Guns.
An armed society is a polite society.
Yeah. Last email comes from Scott Girardi. He writes, does one pee in the shower while taking a shower.
Every time, every morning without fail.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100% of the time.
Dirty bastards.
every morning.
Every time you're in the shower, you pee in the shower.
Every time.
Every morning. Yep.
Why?
Even if I don't have to pee, I just pee.
Ew!
It's so
Why is
liberating.
that ew?
That's how you get warts.
What?
You understand that urine is sterile.
It's not how you get warts when people say that.
No, they don't. You're the first person I've ever heard say that.
That's why you wear flip-flops in the bathroom at gyms and stuff.
I'm with Jess on this one. That's monkey.
What?
Peeing in the shower is about as liberating as it gets next to peeing outside.
Yeah. It's
Toilet
so
is
good.
next to the shower.
But you're in.
Why, Daniel, in a world where sustainability and conservation are key points, would you want to pee into a toilet and then flush 6 gallons of water down that toilet if you're just going to go stand in a shower that's going to take that same water and spray it all over you?
Yep. Exactly.
And yeah, I don't get it. Just piss in the shower.
Water.
See, I don't piss in the shower, but I do shit. So, you know.
I mean, that's good. I like that. I do like a good shower shit.
Oh, ew, stop it.
Tried it once, never again.
I mean, I could understand why girls wouldn't. Let's be realistic about this. That'd be messy, but I mean, you still could.
Shiwi.
Yeah, the
they do.
the shiwi, yeah.
Or just like a funnel that you use to change the oil in your car. I mean, that'd be close.
I feel like it's a lot less messy, I think, in the shower than it would be like. It's not actually that messy.
So you've
To
done
be
it.
fair. No, like just peeing in the woods and stuff.
Interesting.
It's not that messy.
I don't understand why people think that's so gross to pee in the shower.
I don't know either.
The water goes in the exact same
I'm
pipes.
bringing my flip-flops if I
Because
come
I
to
think-
yours.
Yeah, it's for someone else going into that shower knowing that you've peed in it.
Who cares? It gets washed away.
Do you actually wash?
It's the first thing you do when you get in the shower, and then you're soaping up, and all that soap's washing everything right away.
Yep.
Also, urine is sterile.
I'm bringing a black light to your place to look at your shower.
It won't
And it's
work.
gonna
That's
be
only for
gross.
cats.
Be jizz everywhere.
Well, duh.
Ew. I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore.
It's like this bathroom's been attacked by a ghost. Is that it for emails?
That's it for emails. Send us your thoughts on the peeing in the shower thing. I'd be curious
Oh,
to know.
God.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say that this is going to overwhelmingly be yes.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that more people do and are afraid to admit. I bet Jess pees in the shower all the time and just doesn't want to admit it because it would take away from her womanly stature.
No, I've only done it like once or twice, and I've been like, not for me.
Did you feel dirty afterwards?
No,
you get
my
warts
feet
on your
felt
legs?
dirty because they were fucking in a bathtub that had pee in it 2 seconds ago.
Clean out your drain so it doesn't back up. Quit dropping your hair down there.
Oh my god, my fucking drains are disgusting with my hair.
Get one of those
Remind me
protective
not to come
plugs.
to your house.
Get one of those protective plug things that go over the top.
Oh no,
Or
like
just
I
don't
clean
be
out
gross.
my
Like
a
drains
sink snake,
every
my dear.
single shower. So much hair.
That's the worst chore in the world is cleaning out the drains.
I know.
I pull it out and gag.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it can never be your hair.
Oh, no. It can't be my
I
hair. I
don't know,
don't have enough hair.
I reckon he's got a hairy
By
body.
yourself. It's only your hair.
How could it be my hair?
It's
my
you don't have
hair, I'm
any
saying.
hair on your person.
None. What's that called? Alopecia?
You have a smooth area too.
Alopecia.
Yeah, I am a smooth area.
You can be the official mascot.
Yeah.
You can be the thing that Tom
so-
polishes while creepy smiling.
Oh, God. We can polish our smooth areas together.
Straws, cupboards, and drawers. And doors.
If you want to send us an email, to kick off 2017. Factory sealed at magtake.com. Guys, that's going to do it for this year.
Wow.
Wow.
Another year in the books.
We're doing well. Well done, everyone.
Crazy.
We are. We did a whopping 42 episodes this year, 41 episodes.
Nice.
Wow.
Tis good.
People
Good times.
actually bloody listen.
Yeah.
Seeing.
Yeah. We're going to turn a new leaf next year.
Jess is going to finish.
I don't know what's going to be under it.
I'm gonna not get divorced again.
Okay. I will
not fall off a unicycle.
not be so negative towards Overwatch.
Oh.
And I will play through
Maybe.
Silent Hill 3 on normal.
Ooh.
Oh, you've
So-
heard it here first.
Do we, at the beginning of last year, we all made New Year's resolutions. I failed in
I
mine.
failed.
Failed in
I
mine.
failed. I said I would finish Nino Kuni.
Oh god, I can't even remember what mine was.
I
think
said I would play through Final Fantasy 12, but I didn't because they announced the remake and I don't want to play through it and then have the remake come out.
I think I said I would finish Psychonauts. And I've played it since then, I just haven't finished it.
Doesn't count, Jess.
Oh.
Dan, I think yours was moved to America.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
There's always next year. So we are going to take next week off because it is New Year's on Sunday, my birthday on Monday.
Yeah.
It's been my birthday as well.
One year closer to the grave. And then I'm busy all next week. So we'll be back on the 8th with Ico, the game about holding hands with a moron.
Yay.
Much like what it's like to go out for the day with Eric.
I was going to say. It's like Kirsty's life story.
I love you guys. I suppose I
Love you,
deserve that.
Sarah.
I deserve that. Thanks for putting up with me this year.
It's fine.
No worries.
Thanks for supporting my crises.
Crises?
Crises.
Yeah, Jess, we all had a rough year.
It's been tough.
Yeah.
It's been really tough.
January 20th. It's just around the corner.
March 22nd, it's just around the corner.
I don't know what that is.
The day I file for divorce.
You haven't filed yet?
No, you have to wait a year.
What?
Or you can file for divorce earlier, but it costs a lot more money.
So you're technically still married.
Yes. Boyfriend, not boyfriend. Boyfriend likes to point out that I'm having an extramarital affair.
Is the court going to look negatively upon that?
No, because we have a separation agreement.
Ugh. Well, you enjoy that.
Thank you.
So, guys, make sure you flesh out your lists. As it stands now, we only have one game to kick off January.
Oh, I will add to this.
Yeah. If
We
you have
also
anything in
have-
particular that you would like us to play this year that isn't crap, send us your recommendations. And if you send us Goof Troop,
I think
Good
I
hell.
think
swear.
we should play Goof Troop.
when we do Goof Troop, we have to do a video playthrough of it.
Yeah.
I got to the end with Kevin and then died. And I hated it every step of the way.
Really, you haven't mentioned
But maybe, just maybe,
Maybe.
it'll make my Game of the Year list next year. But I wouldn't hold anything. That's going to do it for this year, guys. We'll see you all next
Happy New
year.
Year, all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.